Hello everyone, it is Friday, August 17th, 2018. Of course, Wednesday was New Comic Book Day, and today, of course, is New Comic Book video time. I didn't have an opportunity to do the video yesterday, so I thought I would jump in and get the video done right now. And then I'm not going to show older books this week. What I'm going to show is some, well, they are kind of older, I guess, Bronze Age books, kind of away from my norm, but just some kind of offbeat titles that I like. So we'll jump right into the books first. Edge of Spider-Geddon, #1. Spider-Man getting down with a little punky feel right there. Batman 53, Dark Knight No More. Have not had a chance to read any of these books yet, so we'll see how they go. Kind of a cool concept cover right here. This is Batwoman #18. This was a cover purchase. I like things that are cemetery, tombstones, things like that as it relates to covers on books, a lot of the old horror comics. This was Deadpool Assassin #5. Just kind of love that cover right there. Really nice looking cover. Brand new book here, Pearl. This is, of course, the creator of Jessica Jones. Pearl #1. This was selling really, really well, so I'm very anxious to read this book and see what all the hoopla is about. So, Pearl #1. A book that apparently had some controversy this week. I was talking to one of the owners of the comic shop, and he stated that this was kind of controversial as it relates to retailers across the country because of the cover on this. This is the Magic Order #3. This was the black and white version here. A little risque right there. And this was the color version of it. I can see where some people would kind of be offended by that. I, of course, am not offended by that, and a lot of you are probably not offended by it. And if you have a difficult time trying to figure out how to put these out to sell, you should have a section that has adult comics in it, if that's what you sell. Zombie Tramp, Tarot, things of that nature would fall right into that there. So there's that cover. Ice Cream Man #6. There was 2 covers. I only grabbed this cover here. Another book that was selling really well. Of course, the rumor was it was optioned for a movie or TV show. A lot of books get optioned. They don't all make it, but this one, actually the storyline, I did read this one. This was a good storyline. I enjoyed it. This is Crowded #1. That is that's cover 1. And #2. This was another cover purchase for me. This came out a few weeks ago, but my shop didn't get them in, and they ordered one for me. This is from Zenescope, Paradise Court #1. Really cool cover. There was a couple of different covers for this one. This is the one I liked right here. Lady in a bikini with a dead man in a pool. Doesn't get any better than that. One of the hot books this week was, of course, the Infinity Wars #2. And I picked this one up. This was the Mask Off variant. There's 2 different versions of this. I believe this one was going at about 1 in 20. And some shops didn't realize they had it. Some did. So this one right here, very, very excited. Really nice looking cover right there. Infinity Wars #2. Again, a lot of covers on this. The only one I picked up because I happened to find one with the mask off. And then, of course, DC still killing it with their covers. This is Batman 53. Really nice looking cover right there. This is Batgirl #25. Again, beautiful cover right there. And then the cover that was selling really, really big before it was sold out before it even hit the shelves, and they're selling really good online. This is Aquaman #39. And I was able to get a couple of those from my shop. I knew when I ordered it put the order in for it. So I was lucky to get a couple of those right there. Really, really nice looking cover. And these were already selling $12 to $15. So that's what I picked up as it relates to new books this week. Again, DC every week just killing it with these covers. I love those covers. A lot of people do. The feedback on the covers is really, really big, so I'm excited about that. So a viewer sent me a question. He said, you know, what kind of stuff that you collect kind of offbeat that most people might not collect or might not know? So I'll pick up a couple little things. I like to find things. Again, I'm real big on 70s pop culture, things I remember as a kid. And so I was able to find a couple of books today, actually, out and about. And I thought I would show those off. Now, these aren't books that are expensive. These are just books that I think are pretty neat. So a book that's getting kind of hot right now, this is the Marvel Spotlight Son of Satan number 22 with Ghost Rider on the cover. Of course, with the release of Cosmic Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider has become a little popular again. I've always liked Ghost Rider. Not the movies, those are garbage, but the comics have always been really, really good. So I picked up this one today. And again, these are not expensive books. So, and I picked up a Son of Satan number 2, kind of a mid-grade, but it's a number 2, and this book just keeps going up. These books, the Son of Satan books, just keep going up pretty good. So, Saturday morning cartoon talking about 70s pop culture. I have a number 1 in a super high condition, and I was able to pick up 2, 3, and 4 today. So that would be the Super Friends. There's number 4. Number 3. Superman taking a little punch right there. Looks like Wonder Woman's already had her ass knocked out. And number 2 with some penguin action on there. I always used to like the dog right there on there. So there is Super Friends 2, 3, and 4. Now the cartoon was real. I enjoyed the cartoon when I was growing up. And then I see these books and I buy those whenever I find them. A book that you don't see a whole lot of. Again, none of these were expensive books, just really cool things. From 1977, this is Supervillains Special, actually the Secret Society of Supervillains Special. This is a pretty cool looking book right here. Big gorilla in the background. And then I've always loved Howard the Duck. And I found a couple of books that I really liked as it relates to Howard the Duck. This is the first appearance of the Iron Duck, which I thought was real funny right there. And this was Howard the Duck 23, which is also a Star Wars parody right there. And of course, Man-Thing in the back. You cannot go wrong with a Man-Thing appearance. Man-Thing and Howard the Duck have always been connected, and I always liked that. So I picked that one up as well. Again, not expensive books. $4 or $5 on the books. That's what they book at. You can usually get them for, you know, $2 to $3. And then I found an old Howard the Duck magazine, which I was pretty happy about. Because, again, things like this, I don't care about the price. I want, you know, as long as they're in nice condition, nice grade, I'm going to buy them and just put them away because I like them. It brings back good memories of a simpler time for me. And probably a lot of you out there. So this is a Marvel magazine, Howard the Duck, number 7. Of course, Man-Thing in the background. This was, I believe they did 9 issues of this magazine. And again, I just love Howard the Duck. He's always got the damsel in distress with him. And of course, anything with Howard the Duck and Man-Thing is just a good combo because, again, they are kind of connected on that. So there was that there. So those are just some little books I like to pick up. Again, comic book collecting is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be something that you enjoy doing, and it doesn't have to be about how much your books are worth. There's a perfect example of just books that I love, brings back great memories, and, you know, like that. Another book I really like, and I have some put away, I just didn't pull them out for this video, is Captain Carrot and the Zoo Crew. To me, that just makes me laugh. And every time I see that book, it just makes me laugh. And I'll buy it only because it's funny to me. And I really, really like that. So, again, you know, I think people get too drawn in and too focused on what their books are worth. And they kind of get away from what you collect comic books for, which should be enjoyment, good memories. You know, if you want to make money off of it, that's fine. But to me, honestly, this is what comic book collecting is all about. Something that puts a smile on your face and makes you remember happy times. You know, I have books that are worth money. These bring me more joy than the ones that are worth money. And that's just because this is what I could afford when I was little. And so it just makes me happy. So there it is. Very happy videos. Again, you know, kind of a weird video. Most of my videos are kind of weird, but I have a really supportive fan base. So thank you for that. Again, we just recently went over 2,000 subscribers. So thank you, because the love I get from this community as it relates to my videos is appreciated, and you don't know what it means to me, because I do these videos for you. I do them because I get a lot of positive feedback and you enjoy what I'm doing. I am going to get back to some rants down the road, but you know what? I had the question from the viewer, so thank you for that question. I hope the books I showed you at the end of this video answered some of those questions for you, that, you know what, there has to be a love and a passion inside of you. You know, not everybody has to make $1. So, again, real quick video right there. I hope you like the videos. Again, DC killing it with those great looking covers. And every week you can go on Diamond Distribution and you can see the covers for DC coming out, because the covers have just been fantastic. So, I hope you liked the video. But as always, if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. Have a great, great night. And again, thank you for the support. Thank you for all the subscribers. And I'll see you next week.